Let's write a C program to calculate sum and average of array elements. We will be writing code for both pre-initialized array elements and for user-entered array elements. So please watch this video till the end without fail. So now let's look at the formulas to calculate sum and average. So sum is equal to addition of all the individual elements of the array, and average is equal to sum division the number of elements present inside this array, which is 5 in this case. Okay. So let's make use of these two formulas, but don't assume that it's very simple. Even advanced users make a couple of mistakes, which I'll show you in this program. So please watch this video till the end without fail. So let me declare an array with size 5 and let me initialize it to 5, 6, 8, 8 and 10. So 0 to 4, 5 elements. Okay. I for loop, sum to store the sum, and average avg. I'll assign 0 to sum because in order to avoid garbage value. Okay. Let us loop through and fetch individual elements of this array A of 5. So sum is equal to previous value of sum. Initially it will have 0 plus A of I. So I varies from 0 to 4. So I less than 5 means 4. So this for loop iterates from 0 to 4, which is 5 times. So now let us calculate average. Average is equal to sum division the number of elements present inside this array, which is 5. So let me print out the result onto the console window. So let me insert new line characters, sum of 5 numbers, and I'll output the result colon %d/n. The result is present inside variable sum. Let me copy and paste this for average avg. So let me change sum to average. I know there are a couple of mistakes here. The obvious two things are average has been declared as integer, which is very odd. Usually averages will be floating point variable, right? So another mistake is we have divided sum by 5, which is an integer. We should return integer value and discard the floating point digits. Let me show that to you. So addition of 2, 5, 6, 8, 10 is 31, but average must have been 6.2, right? But it's showing us 6. So let's bring up our calculator and add these things. Plus 8 plus 10 is 31. Okay. So we have 5 numbers here. So let me divide 31 by 5 to get the average. So 31 divided by 5. So the result is 6.2, but we are getting 6. Okay, let us try to fix that. So the obvious thing is let us declare avg as floating point variable, but it won't fix our issue because we are dividing sum by an integer number. So let us check that. As I told you, we are still having this bug which shows only integer part. So let me make this 5 to 5.0, which would fix our issue. So now the average of 5 numbers is 6.2, which is the right result. Okay. So what if we want to change the number of elements here? I want to insert another element 11 here. So I need to make changes at a lot of places. I need to first increase the size of this array to 6, loop through 6 times, divided by 6.0. To avoid all these hassles, let us implement macros here. Let me define a macro n, and macro expansion is 6. So let me have n here, replace 6 with n all over the place here, %d, and the value is present inside variable n, that is macro n. Okay, here sum divided by n. Again the problem will persist because n has an expansion of 6, which is an integer again, so it will start showing wrong results once again. So let me show that to you once again. It must have been 6.2, but it will show, oh, that's because we have inserted 6 elements here instead of 5. Let me remove this 11 and make macro expansion of n to 5. So let me compile and run this program once again. So as we guessed, the average is 6 now and not 6.2. Okay, we can't fix this by having 5.0 here, because it will start throwing errors, because it won't take floating point number as its array size. It will say array A has non-integer type. Okay, so to fix that, simple thing is we could make use of typecasting. So the syntax is just before this variable n, that is macro n, let us have a bracket, and inside that data type to which this value of n has to be converted. So that would fix our issue. Now the average of 5 numbers is 6.2, which is the right result. So now that we have everything fixed, let me have 8 elements here and show that this works actually for different sizes of the array. So you need not edit your program everywhere here. It just works if you use macros. So let us bring our calculator once again and check for the result one last time. Okay, 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 11 plus 4 plus 5 is 51. So divide it by the number of elements present inside the array, which is 8. So the average is 6.375. As you can see, it's working. So now let us ask the user to input values for elements of this array. So let me remove these things and ask the user to input the numbers for this array, that is elements of array. So enter %d integer numbers n. So let me have a for loop here to accept the user entered numbers. So iterate through this for loop from 0 to n, actually n minus 1. Okay, so %d comma a of I. So this for loop iterates from 0 to 7, in this case n minus 1. Okay, so we need not edit all these places. So I think I missed ampersand sign here in scanf. That would have thrown some errors. So let me run this program and enter 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So the sum of 8 numbers is 36 and average is 4.5. Let me show that to you once again. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 7 8 is 36. Divide it by 8. So the average is 4.5 and it's working perfectly, right? So let me make this 5 and let us execute this once again. I'll enter 1 2 3 4 and 8. So sum of 5 numbers is 18 and the average is 3.6. So that's how we just edit at one place, that is change the size of this array at one place, and it applies to the entire program. We need not edit this program at 7 places. This small program has this size of the array present in 7 places. Okay, so important things to keep in mind is to use macros and to make sure to have this average as floating point variable and to divide it by floating point variable and not by integer. These are the things to keep in mind while writing such programs. So this is how we calculate sum and average of elements of array. Okay, so please visit the link present in the description section of this YouTube video for source code, notes and discussion about this topic. Stay subscribed to our YouTube channel and blog. Share this video with your friends on WhatsApp, Telegram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. And please do not forget to like this video on YouTube. And please share the link present in the description section of this YouTube video Copy it and share it with your friends. That would be very helpful for us. Thank you.